So it's been a few months, but we're back. Hello everyone, my name is Janet. I am a stay-at-home mom, homeschooling mom of 2 boys ages 6 and 4. We actually just celebrated my 4-year-old's birthday this month, and this is our 2nd year homeschooling, and we just wrapped up our first semester of our 2nd year back in January. And today I am finally going to catch you guys up on how that went, what worked and what didn't. Again, it's been a few months since I last sat down here and filmed a video for you guys, but we have been a bit more active over on Instagram, so don't forget to follow us there. There you'll see a bit more of our day-to-day activities and even a few freebies to download so you can use in your own homeschool. In the beginning of the school year, I shared with you what we would be using for 1st grade with my 6-year-old David. Some of that stuff didn't work out so well, but I'm gonna go ahead and get started with what has been working wonders for us. I've mentioned David's journey, if you will, when it comes to reading. He was thriving and then he wasn't. I still can't point out exactly when he lost all his confidence, but it has been a long, bumpy road since then. It was a constant battle getting through his reading lessons until this came along and changed our lives. Logic of English Foundations Level B. I've mentioned it briefly over on Instagram how it changed our lives, but it really changed our lives. He doesn't fight me on it. He's not trying to get out of them in the middle of the lesson. He's not, all of a sudden tired and all of a sudden
I need a snack.
And he's even often requesting to play some of these games that we play during the lessons. He wants to play them when we're not doing school. So that is just very telling. And I think it's safe to say that he's gotten his confidence back, and it shows. It's one of those moments that makes homeschool so rewarding. The job is hard, but it is just so rewarding when you finally see them bloom, get it. Like you see that little light bulb go on, and it's just priceless. Logic of English Foundations Level B is broken up into 40 lessons with 7 assessments in between. Each lesson includes handwriting, spelling, a game, whether it's tic-tac-toe, go fish, board games, those sort of things, very hands-on. And in some lessons where a new rule is introduced, you get to practice the rule. And I think this is what was the game changer for David. When 2 letters make one sound and when 3 letters make a different sound and when to use which one. And it just kind of made everything click. And instead of wondering why does it sound different than in this word? He doesn't have to worry about that. He learned the rule and now he can just focus on reading. Now, I don't want to spend too much time on this because there's more to chat about, but I promise to have a full flip through review of this curriculum because we just loved it so much. So I'll have that up for you soon. I won't wait 3 months. For math, we have stuck to the master books math lessons for a living education. We started with level 2 after I had David take the placement test over the summer. He actually placed level 3, but I just didn't feel confident in skipping that far along. Last year, we didn't follow a box curriculum like this. It was all based off of what Google told me my kindergartner should know. So I guess you can say I wasn't confident in my own doing. So I didn't want to jump ahead that far. So we started with level 2, and I am so glad we did because he was able to really practice these concepts and master them, if you will, but he did move pretty fast. So we are actually done with level 2 and I've purchased level 3. I will say though, because he did know a lot of the material, I didn't see it necessary for him to do every single activity. I knew he was understanding the material. I knew he knew how to do this, and it just started to feel like busy work, which he's not very fond of. So we moved on when I felt like it was becoming too repetitive. Some people say that this curriculum it's not enough, and for us, I think it was plenty. Now, I don't know if it's because he already knew the material and he was already introduced to these concepts before, or I will have a better review for you when we get to level 3. See if it's enough for him to be introduced for the first time to some of these concepts and then really understand the material with what's in the book without the help of other resources. So I'll get back to you on that. A few other ones that have been working well for us are these right here. Explode the Code. We are working out of level 3. I'm sure you've heard of this before, and I hope all good things because we love it. And then we have the Spectrum, Language Arts, and Writing. These I know people use more for supplement than anything. For us, this has been enough. If you don't think it is enough, which I can see how, because they're very simple, not overwhelming at all. It's just kind of, again, 1 page, 2 pages per lesson. But it is great to use sort of as a guide, and you can always just add more. Just follow this, the scope and sequence from these, and then adding as you go if you see your child needs more help, more practice. For spelling, we were working out of this workbook right here, and we moved on to this instead. Building Spelling Skills Level 1. This is more of a traditional setup. You get your list of 5 words each week and a page a day to review the words, and then on Fridays we have a little spelling test. Nice and short, not overwhelming. Now for the big one, Language Lessons for Living Education, also by Master Books. I was really excited about this when I first got it and flipped through it. I really liked how each lesson was broken up. Some people have mentioned that this is not enough, but I feel like it was not enough for us because of David's struggle with reading. Because David needed so much more help with reading, Logic of English kind of stole the show. For science and social studies and geography, I walked you through my planning process using these 2 books right here. Home Learning Year by Year and What Your First Grader Needs to Know. So I use these to put together kind of like a scope and sequence of what we wanted to cover this year. We have been sticking to that. It's been working well for us. With the mini unit studies that I put together, we are able to just kind of dive in and focus on concept topic for that week. So that's what we've been up to around here. Some of our next year's curriculum is already starting to trickle in here. So I'll share all of that once I have everything on hand. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on that. So that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys on the next one. This week, not like in 3 months again.